Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Give thanks and praise to the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and send peace and blessings upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his family and sahabas, to all the believers to the last day. Ameen. Respected brothers and sisters in Islam, this is how I welcome you back to another episode of the Iqra'a series with me, Brother Saeed. This is episode 19 and dua number 2 of Adhkar after salah. So join me as we study this dua, Bismillahi ta'ala. But first, let's take a break. After, study dua together, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Welcome back. Like I said, this is episode 19 and Adhkar after salah, dua number 2. The dua to read, as we studied in the last episode, in episode 18, we said that when you say Assalamu warahmatullahi, Assalamu warahmatullahi, first thing you say Astaghfirullah 3 times, and then you say Allahumma salam wa minka salam tabarakta ya dhal jalali wal Iqra'a. You discuss the meaning of this dua and few benefits. You can refer back to episode 18, inshallah ta'ala, for that lesson. So today, taking dua number 2. After you've said this particular dua, the first dua, then 2 dua that is recommended for you to say. So we're going to study today. And the dua reads, it says, La ilaha illallahu wahdahu la sharika lahu lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allahumma la mani'a lima a'tayta wa la mu'tiya lima mana'ta wa la yanfa'u dhal jaddi minkal jaddu. There is no God but Allah. He is alone and He has no partner. To Him alone belong all sovereignty and all praise. He is over all things, all powerful. O Allah, there is none who can withhold what you give, and none can give what you withhold. And the wealth of the wealthy does not avail them against you. MashaAllah. So this is dua and its meaning. As you see in the dua, the key, or few points mentioned here. First is the declaration of faith. That is to say, La ilaha illallah, that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is a fundamental something that we all know as Muslims. You need to understand this, that there is none worthy to be worshipped except Allah. Don't worship nothing except Allah. Don't worship no statue or whatever. Don't go to church to worship Jesus Christ or whatever. Because Jesus Christ is just a messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like Muhammad, like Moses, like all other prophets. We worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. And also, we see the declaration of the capability of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is, no, He has no partner. This is also part of the declaration of faith. And then that to Him alone belongs the sovereignty and all praises. So the power and praise belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who can, who has that ability of giving and taking, right? Of course, you can give someone something, but that happens with the permission of Allah, bismillah. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't give or up, you can't get that from the person, right? It's a destiny. Allah has already decreed that that's, you get that from the individual. So that's why. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, gave you something, there is none who can withhold that. And if He withheld or withheld something, there's no one who can give that to you. Clear? So we need to understand this, Bismillahi ta'ala. And also, further telling us that the wealth of the wealthy people, these rich people, their wealth does not avail them against Allah. So, nothing. There are many can do nothing. You have that money, you have cars, you enjoy this dunya, short time. The hayat of this dunya is qaleel, very small. So we need to understand this. And you can find this dua in Bukhari. Warrad, the clerk of Mughira bin Shu'bah, narrated that once Mughira radiallahu anhu dictated to me in a letter addressed to Muawiyah radiallahu anhu that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say, La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu, lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allahumma la mani'a lima a'tayta wa la mu'tiya lima mana'ta wa la yanfa'u dhal jaddi minkal jaddu. After every compulsory prayer. Clear? Every compulsory prayer. Prophet used to say it. So if you don't have that time where you should know that the person that you're following understands, or this is his usual practice. And he says, Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says that, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray as you've seen me pray. And this is the method of the salah of Rasulullah. So as a believer, you need to pray and walk with the teachings of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is the dua. Very simple. You can also check the link. You can see the PDF format of this particular dua. You can have it downloaded with your Android phone, your computer, and you can also produce it out. So you can see a piece of copy. You can distribute it to the masjids, to individuals, mashallah ta'ala, as sadaqatul jariyah for you and your family. Bismillah. So with that, till we meet again in the next episode. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.